Lesson 32, Session 3, page 752. Understand length in measurement. Connect it. Use unit cubes to measure for problems 2 and 3. So because I don't have any Unifix cubes, I drew a picture of a Unifix cube over on the left side of the screen. And I'm going to select the Unifix cube. And you have to remember that whenever you are measuring, you want to measure starting at the very left or at the very right of the object. We don't ever want to start here or in the middle. We always want to start right on the edge of our object that we are going to measure. So here I need to know how many Unifix cubes long this comb is. Now, my Unifix cube might be a little bit smaller or a little bit larger than your Unifix cube. Okay, so you can use anything that you want to measure, but we're going to measure with this one together right now. So here I have one Unifix cube and I'm going to make a line. And then I'm going to move, I'm going to move my Unifix cube right over and I'm going to line it up right with where that little mark is that I made. So it's one Unifix cube, two Unifix cubes, and it's not going to let me. Three Unifix cubes. Make another mark. 4 Unifix cubes. 5. Oops, I need to grab my pencil. Unifix cubes. And 6 Unifix cubes. And let's see what happens if I move it over. Looks like it's about almost at the halfway mark, not quite. But if I were to count, I made a jump. Here is 1 cube, 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4 cubes, 5 cubes, and 6 cubes and a half. It looks like I'm just going to say it's about, the comb is about 6 unit cubes long. Now, problem number 3 says, the carrot is about blank unit cubes long. So because it says about, I don't need to have the exact, but I need to make sure that when I'm measuring, I put my objects close together. So here I'm going to measure, and I got to start it right at the start. And I have 1 cube there. And I'm going to make my mark so I know where to line it up the next time when I move my cube over. So I don't want to start it here, right? I have to measure it right at the line of measure. And we've got 2 Unifix cubes here, and I'm going to make my mark. Move it over. Remember, I can't do it here. I have to put it close together, right on that line. Now I have 3. I'm going to change my color so you can see it a little better. And my mark. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to move it over. Remember, I have to line it up on the mark, the line of measure. 1, 2, 3, 4 Unifix cubes long. 5 Unifix cubes long. 6 Unifix cubes long. And almost a full 7. I think it's more 7 than it is 6. It's not quite 7, but that's okay. So I am going to say the carrot is about 7 unit cubes long. Now remember, the most important thing about measuring is that when you are measuring, you always start with a line of measure, right? And then for each group, you want them right next to each other with no spaces in between. Okay? Problem number 4 says, Buzz says that the crayon is 4 paper clips long. Do you agree? Why or why not? Well, when I look at this crayon, there's one large purple crayon, but when I'm looking at my paper clip, it looks like my paper clips are overlapped. So I have a paper clip that goes from here. I'm going to trace this paper clip. So the paper clip goes here. Do you see how that paper clip is overlapping with the other paper clip? And then if I trace the next one, that paper clip is overlapped. The blue paper clip and the red paper clip are overlapped. You do not want to overlap the objects that you're using to measure with. Otherwise, you will not have an accurate distance or length of your object. You start with your line of measure, right? And yes, there are 4 paper clips, but I believe that he is wrong because he needs to start, the second paper clip should start here. And then the rest are overlapped as well. I think the crayon is probably 3 paper clips long. And that is due to Buzz overlapping the paper clips. This one is overlapped and making it smaller. And look, here and here, if I were to color in this space and color in this space, this is how much overlapping you get. You almost get a whole extra paper clip inside of there.